listening can be a difficult thing, can't it? Listening is very hard for most people. It really is. You know, it's like the kid that runs home, gets off the school bus and runs in to tell his mom and dad, you know, what a great day he had, and the kid just starts babbling about this happened, this teacher, and this, you know, our friends did this, and we had this, and we had recess, and then lunchtime, and it just keeps going and going and going, and, you know, the father says, son, you know, seriously, you got to slow down, talk a little slower. And the boy says, no, Dad, you just need to listen a little faster. That's kind of the way it is, unfortunately, in life. You know, we can actually think 4 or 5 times faster than we can talk. Have you ever thought about that? The average person, I did a study on this, the average person can say about 120 words a minute. Okay? But you can think somewhere around 500 words a minute. That's the difference in the mouth and the brain, how quickly things can work there, you know? So we need to talk. We don't need to talk faster. We just need to listen a little bit slower sometimes, I think. Are you listening? That was good. As soon as I said that, people's heads popped up. Are you listening? God said in Matthew 17, verse 5, said, "This is my Son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased. Listen to him." Are you listening? It pays to listen to the right person at the right time, especially when it comes to listening to God. You know, unfortunately, listening to God, a lot of times we have what they call selective listening. You've heard of that, right? Teenagers have a lot of selective listening. I understand that most husbands kind of lead the way in this world when it comes to selective listening. I don't know. I'm sure I don't fall into that category, but I understand there are some that do. You know, but God does a lot of speaking, and I think most of the time we miss a lot of it. We really do. We have that selective hearing. And so then we get the attitude of, well, why even bother? You know, I don't hear most of it. Why even bother? You know, it's just like the sower who scatters the seed here. You know, it lands in all these places where it won't grow. So why bother? You know, why bother even sowing the seed if it's not going to grow? Well, in our parable today, Jesus talks about the seeds, but what he's really talking about are people's hearts. That's what this is really all about. The first thing he talks about is the hard heart. You know, it's all about hearts and listening. And the first listener has a hard heart. The seed fell on that footpath represents those who hear the message and they just don't understand it, okay? Or they don't care. And then Satan comes and snatches the seed away that was planted in their hearts. You know, the hard path represents a hard heart. That's what we're talking about here. The seed or the message isn't defective. The seed is good seed. The message is a good message. The person doesn't understand